Have you been avoiding fruit juice ever since your doctor mentioned diabetes? You're not alone. For years, many older adults have been told the same thing. Fruit juice means too much sugar, too much risk. So they cut it out completely, thinking they were doing the right thing. But here's what we now understand. Not all juices are created equal. And in fact, some natural fruit juices, when chosen carefully and consumed in moderation, can actually support your blood sugar, nourish your heart, and soothe your body as it ages. This isn't hype. It's backed by growing science and real-life results from seniors just like you. In today's video, we'll explore 5 familiar juices that might deserve a place back on your table. No trendy fads. No miracle claims. Just simple, affordable choices you can find at nearly any grocery store ready to help you feel better, move better, and live with a little more ease. Before we dive in, if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you hit that button and turn on the bell so you never miss another health tip made just for you. If you enjoy this video, type 1 in the comments. If not, type 0 to let me know how I can make better content for you. 1. Fresh pomegranate juice. Pomegranate juice often sits quietly on the shelf, passed over for being too sweet, too rich, or simply unfamiliar. But behind that deep red color is one of the most powerful healing drinks nature has to offer, especially for older adults managing diabetes. For years, it's been misunderstood, labeled as risky because of its natural sugar content. But when used wisely, in small daily amounts, it can actually support your body in ways most juices simply can't. What makes pomegranate juice so unique is its incredibly high level of polyphenols, particularly a group called punicalagins. These plant-based antioxidants have been studied for their ability to reduce oxidative stress, one of the key triggers behind insulin resistance and rising blood sugar in aging bodies. Researchers in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry found that punicalagins can help protect and even enhance the function of beta cells in the pancreas. These are the very cells responsible for producing insulin. When they work better, your blood sugar stays more stable. It doesn't stop there. A study published in Nutrition Research in 2017 showed that seniors who drank just a quarter cup of 100% pure pomegranate juice each day experienced lower fasting blood sugar levels and reduced inflammation. The key here isn't volume, it's consistency and moderation. Because of the juice's complex structure and small traces of natural fibers, its sugars are absorbed more gradually. That means less of a spike and more of a gentle wave, something your body can manage more easily, especially with age. Beyond blood sugar, pomegranate juice is also a quiet guardian for your heart. Its anti-inflammatory compounds have been shown to reduce arterial plaque, support healthy blood pressure, and improve circulation, all essential for keeping your brain sharp, your legs strong, and your energy steady as the years go by. For many seniors, enjoying a small glass of chilled pomegranate juice becomes more than a beverage. It becomes a ritual, a way to say, I'm choosing something sweet, but I'm doing it with wisdom. This isn't about indulgence. It's about nourishment. When you pour just a few ounces, let it sit for a moment in your favorite glass and sip slowly. You're giving your body a gift, one that supports memory, movement, and even mood. So, if you've been avoiding pomegranate juice out of caution, it may be time to reconsider. Choose one that's unsweetened, fresh, and free of additives? A small portion each day could quietly support your most important systems and remind you that sweetness doesn't have to be sacrificed. It simply needs to be understood. And speaking of calming the body, there's another juice, dark, tart, and deeply soothing that not only helps support blood sugar, but may also improve your sleep. Let's turn to that next. It may become a gentle, comforting part of your evening routine. 2. Tart cherry juice. Tart cherry juice has a quiet presence deep in color, slightly sour, with just enough natural sweetness to feel comforting. It's not loud or flashy, but it carries a kind of gentle wisdom for seniors managing diabetes. This simple juice offers more than a pleasant flavor. It brings with it a unique set of benefits that reach both the body and the mind, especially during the evening hours when rest and regulation become more important. What makes tart cherry juice special is its high concentration of anthocyanins, natural plant compounds responsible for the fruit's rich reddish-purple color. These anthocyanins are powerful antioxidants and anti-inflammatories. Studies have shown they can improve insulin sensitivity, helping the body respond more effectively to glucose. In a study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food, participants who consumed tart cherry extract saw noticeable improvements in fasting blood sugar and insulin levels. This is especially relevant for older adults whose ability to process sugars often slows down with age. A simple, natural way to enhance insulin function can go a long way in supporting daily energy and long-term health. But the benefits of tart cherry juice go beyond blood sugar. It also touches a struggle many seniors face: quietly sleep. As we age, sleep becomes lighter and more fragmented. Tart cherries naturally contain melatonin, the hormone that helps regulate your internal clock. In a clinical trial published in the European Journal of Nutrition, older adults who drank tart cherry juice for just 2 weeks experienced improvements in both sleep duration and sleep efficiency. They fell asleep more easily, stayed asleep longer, and woke feeling more rested without needing medication. This matters deeply. When sleep is poor, stress hormones like cortisol rise, which in turn can elevate blood sugar. Restful, uninterrupted sleep is one of the body's most powerful tools for healing and balance. And tart cherry juice supports that naturally. It helps create the conditions your body needs to reset, or repair, and prepare for a new day. To experience these benefits, choose an unsweetened version. Pour about half a cup to 1 full cup in the evening. Perhaps while reading or listening to soft music. Sip slowly, letting the gentle tartness signal to your body that it's time to wind down. This small act of care, repeated nightly, becomes a powerful support for both your nervous system and your metabolism. And while tart cherry juice supports your evenings, there's another juice. Bright, citrusy, and packed with immune-boosting compounds that can energize your mornings in the healthiest way. Let's turn to that next and see how 1 glass can awaken your body from the inside out. 3. Fresh orange juice. Orange juice has long been a symbol of the American morning. Its cheerful color, its naturally sweet taste, it brings with it a sense of comfort and tradition. For many older adults, it was a staple at the breakfast table for decades. But after a diagnosis of diabetes, it's often the first thing to go. Too much sugar, too risky, too fast. And that concern isn't wrong, especially when it comes to commercial juices loaded with added sugars. or those made from concentrate. These versions can spike blood sugar rapidly, especially in bodies that are already more sensitive to glucose fluctuations. But when treated with intention, fresh orange juice diluted and consumed thoughtfully tells a different story. This isn't about denying sweetness altogether. It's about finding the version that your body can work with, rather than one it has to fight. Freshly squeezed orange juice, diluted with cold water, can offer a blend of natural plant compounds that support rather than strain your metabolism. One of those compounds is hesperidin, a powerful flavonoid found in citrus fruits. It's been studied for its ability to improve endothelial function, that's the inner lining of your blood vessels. In a clinical study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, hesperidin was shown to reduce inflammation and enhance insulin sensitivity. That means instead of struggling to clear sugar from the bloodstream, your body becomes better at using it, helping to keep blood sugar levels steady. In addition, oranges are a natural source of vitamin C, a nutrient that's often underestimated in blood sugar management. A 2019 study in diabetes, obesity, and metabolism showed that vitamin C supplementation helped reduce post-meal glucose spikes in older adults with type 2 diabetes, and the benefits don't stop there. Oranges also contain potassium, which helps support heart function and blood pressure regulation, two major areas of concern for seniors living with diabetes. To enjoy orange juice safely, squeeze it fresh. If you can, measure out a quarter cup and mix it with an equal amount of cold water. This helps slow down absorption and keeps sugar levels from rising too quickly. For added support, stir in a pinch of ground cinnamon, a spice shown in several studies to help improve insulin response. Sip it slowly, perhaps mid-morning when your body is naturally more metabolically active. This isn't just a drink, it's a deliberate act of balance. It's a reminder that not all sweetness is dangerous. Some of it, when respected, can actually nourish you deeply. Choosing to dilute and savor orange juice is choosing to live in tune with your body's needs. It's a way of saying, I still enjoy the things I love, but now I do it in a way that supports my health. And as orange juice brightens your morning, there's another familiar juice, often cloudy, a bit tart, and quietly powerful, that supports your gut, calms your nerves, and helps regulate your blood sugar in ways that go far beyond taste. Let's take a closer look at why this humble kitchen staple may be the most grounding glass you pour all day. 4. Apple juice. There's something quietly reassuring about apples. Maybe it's the way they show up in childhood memories. A crisp bite on a cool afternoon, the smell of spiced apples on the stove, or a glass of juice shared at breakfast. But beyond their nostalgic charm, apples, and more specifically, unfiltered organic apple juice, offer a kind of strength that speaks directly to the needs of older adults, especially those managing diabetes. It's a different kind of sweetness, one that supports rather than overwhelms. Unlike clear, heavily processed apple juice, unfiltered juice, sometimes labeled as cloudy or raw, retains the natural elements that give the apple its power. It's not just juice. It's a blend of plant compounds, trace fibers, and polyphenols that work in harmony with your body. Among the most important are chlorogenic acid and quercetin, two compounds shown to reduce oxidative stress and help regulate glucose levels, A 2015 study published in Molecular Nutrition and Food Research found that participants who drank unfiltered apple juice had significantly smaller increases in blood sugar compared to those who consumed clear juice. The reason lies in what the unfiltered juice still contains: natural pulp, fiber, and antioxidants that slow down how quickly your body absorbs sugar. But the benefits of cloudy apple juice go far beyond blood sugar. Apples are also rich in pectin, a soluble fiber known for its ability to support digestion and feed the beneficial bacteria in your gut. This is especially important as we age. Gut health plays a direct role in how well the body manages inflammation and responds to insulin. When the gut microbiome is balanced, glucose regulation becomes smoother, more stable. A small glass of unfiltered apple juice taken in the early afternoon can gently stimulate digestion, reduce bloating, and offer a calm lift in energy without the sharp spikes that often follow other drinks. For even better results, enjoy it alongside a small serving of healthy fats, like a few almonds or walnuts. This pairing helps slow sugar absorption even more, while providing nourishment that satisfies. It's not about restriction. It's about choosing food with wisdom and care. And that's what makes this juice special. When you drink unfiltered organic apple juice, you're not just sipping something sweet. You're choosing something whole. You're supporting your metabolism, calming your gut, and gently helping your body stay in rhythm. It's a familiar comfort, upgraded with intention. And while apple juice may feel like a soft embrace, easy, grounding, and helpful, there's one more juice that takes things a step further. Darker, fuller, and deeply protective. It offers benefits that go beyond energy and digestion. What's in the next glass may help sharpen your memory, steady your heartbeat, and nourish your brain in ways that become more important with each passing year. Let's turn to that next. 5. Concord grape juice. There's a quiet richness in a small glass of Concord grape juice. That deep purple color, the softly tangy sweetness, the way it lingers on the tongue, it carries both memory and meaning. For many older adults, it recalls breakfast tables, cherished moments, or a comforting treat during the afternoon lull. But beyond nostalgia, when chosen carefully and enjoyed with intention, Concord grape juice becomes something far more powerful. It becomes a supportive companion for those managing diabetes, especially in later years. When balance matters most, what sets Concord grapes apart is their deep pigmentation, a sign of their remarkably high polyphenol content. These compounds include resveratrol, anthocyanins, and flavonoids, all of which have been studied extensively for their role in improving insulin sensitivity, reducing inflammation, and protecting against oxidative stress. In a study published by the Journal of Nutrition, adults with metabolic syndrome, often a precursor to type 2 diabetes, saw improvements in both insulin response and vascular function after regular intake of Concord grape juice. That's significant for seniors, especially those facing increased cardiovascular risks tied to blood sugar fluctuations. But this isn't about just any grape juice. It must be 100% pure, free from added sugars or artificial ingredients. True Concord grape juice brings natural sweetness buffered by the structure of its plant-based compounds. This means the sugars are processed more slowly, reducing the chance of blood sugar spikes while providing lasting nourishment. and the benefits reach even further than glucose control. Perhaps most compelling is how Concord grape juice supports the aging brain. A 2010 study in the British Journal of Nutrition found that older adults who drank it daily for 12 weeks experienced better memory and improved blood flow to the brain. This isn't just about clarity. It's about preservation, holding on to who you are, how you think, how you connect. For seniors experiencing mental fatigue, mood changes, or forgetfulness, this gentle juice offers more than refreshment. It offers quiet support for the nervous system, one sip at a time. It can also serve as a simple solution for those craving something sweet mid-afternoon. A small glass, just a quarter cup, paired with a few almonds or a slice of cheese, provides not only satisfaction, but also helps regulate how the sugar is absorbed. This mindful pairing turns a snack into a ritual, a brief pause in the day that says, I care about how I feel. I care about what I give my body. It's simple, it's slow, and it's healing in the way that only familiar comfort can be when chosen wisely. In a world full of food rules and fears, Concord grape juice offers something rare: permission to enjoy something sweet with purpose. It's a way to support the mind, protect the heart, and stabilize blood sugar in one thoughtful act. And now, before we end, I'd like to offer a few quiet reminders, small but powerful reflections that often get lost in the noise, yet carry the weight to guide your days with peace, steadiness, and self-trust. Let's take a moment together to honor those truths. 6. A few gentle reminders for you as the years pass. The noise around health advice tends to grow louder. Eat this. Avoid that. Count your carbs. Watch the clock. It can start to feel like a long chain of restrictions, slowly pulling joy away from the small things that once felt so simple. But living well, especially in this season of life, isn't about keeping score. It's about finding a gentle rhythm. When it comes to fruit juice, particularly for those managing diabetes, the real difference lies not just in what you drink, but how you approach it. So before we close this journey through nature's quiet healers, let's take a moment together to reflect not on rules, but on a few kind reminders that can help you move through each day with greater ease and trust. First, portion truly is a form of power. Even the healthiest juice can work against you if served too generously or consumed too quickly. Juice isn't meant to be gulped down like water, it's meant to be savored. Think of it as a tonic, a small gesture of care, a quarter to half a cup. Sip slowly. Can bring both flavor and benefit without sending your blood sugar soaring. Smaller amounts, taken with attention, can often bring greater results than larger servings rushed through habit. Second, the quality of the juice matters as much as the quantity. When reaching for a bottle, let the label guide you with care. Choose only 100% juice, no added sugars, no artificial flavors, no concentrates. Better still, prepare it fresh at home when you can. A glass of juice made with your own hands from whole fruit holds something special. It's not only nutritionally better, it's emotionally richer. The process of slicing, squeezing, blending becomes its own kind of nourishment, not just for the body, but for the heart. Third, think about what you eat with your juice. Whole fruit comes with fiber, but juice on its own does not. To bring back that balance, pair your juice with a little healthy fat or protein, a few almonds, a spoonful of plain yogurt, a hard-boiled egg. These additions help slow digestion, ease blood sugar spikes, and keep you feeling more satisfied for longer. It's a simple adjustment, but a meaningful one. And finally, let your body be your guide. Not through judgment, but with kindness. If a new juice leaves you feeling brighter, lighter, or more settled, hold on to that. If something feels off, let that be part of your learning. 2, our bodies change as we age. And with that change comes wisdom. Every response is a message. You might find it helpful to keep a small journal, not to measure perfection, but to track the patterns of how food makes you feel. It becomes a reflection of care, a story you write with every choice you make. You deserve sweetness in your life, not just in taste, but in the moments that bring comfort and joy, whether it's a sip of juice, a memory at the table, or a small act of preparation. It all counts. And now that we've explored these nourishing choices together, it's time to zoom out and look at the bigger picture, because how we wrap up this journey is just as meaningful as how we started it. Let's take a final breath together and end with something deeper, something that may shift the way you see health, aging, and joy from this moment on. A sweet life, lived wisely. As we move through the later chapters of life, we begin to understand that health isn't about doing more, it's about doing what truly matters. With care and presence, the choices we make around food and drink are no longer just about habit or taste. They become personal, meaningful, and often emotional. When you're living with diabetes, or simply navigating the natural shifts that aging brings, each small decision starts to carry more weight. These 5 juices we've explored remind us that sweetness doesn't need to be feared. It needs to be embraced with understanding, balance, and a gentle respect for the body you live in. Pomegranate juice reminds us that healing begins from within. When inflammation is reduced and insulin can work as it should, the body begins to restore itself from the inside out. Tart cherry juice shows us that rest isn't something we earn, it's something we nurture. A small sip before bed becomes part of the care that keeps your body steady through the night. Orange juice, often misunderstood, becomes a symbol of moderation. It teaches us that the things we once loved can still have a place as long as we meet them with intention. Cloudy apple juice reveals that the richest nutrients often come from what's less polished, just like life itself. And Concord grape juice proves that even the smallest, simplest rituals can support memory, calm the heart, and lift the spirit. But the greatest message in all of this is not just about juice. It's about peace. It's about making peace with your body, giving it what it needs, and stepping into each day with calm confidence. Sometimes that looks like choosing juice over soda. Sometimes it means adding a few almonds or a bit of protein to balance what you're drinking. And sometimes it simply means allowing yourself to enjoy something again without guilt, without fear, but with awareness and care. In a world that often tells us no, this is your gentle yes. Yes to natural sweetness. Yes to foods that nourish without harming. Yes to small rituals that ground your day and support your well-being. So as you look toward tomorrow, carry one small thing with you. Maybe it's a bottle of fresh juice placed in the fridge for a new kind of morning. Maybe it's a handwritten note that reminds you that moderation isn't restriction, it's empowerment. Maybe it's the quiet pride of knowing you've learned something new. Something that can bring more peace to your life and someone else's too. You don't have to be perfect. You only have to be present. Show up for yourself in small ways that speak to your worth. Because true health isn't found in a rigid rule book, it's found in the daily decisions that whisper, I matter. I'm still learning. I'm still living. Let every choice reflect that wisdom. Let your glass, no matter how small, be full of purpose. And most of all, stay open to growth. The sweet life isn't behind you. It's still ahead, waiting to be savored, one mindful sip at a time. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment with 1. If not, feel free to comment with 0. Your feedback means a lot to us. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. Thank you for watching, and here's to living life on your own terms.